Hey, it's Danny Pellegrino from Everything Iconic. Ready to upgrade your style game without blowing your budget? Check out Quince. They've got all the good stuff, shirts and polos, activewear, and fine leather goods, all at 50 to 80% less than other high-end brands. And the best part? They're all about safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing. Get that luxury vibe without the luxury price tag. Hit up quince.com/upgrade for free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's quince.com/upgrade.
On today's Smart 7, Labour win historic election victory, positive signs for a ceasefire in Gaza, and much more. It's Friday, 5th of July, it's Bikini Day, and happy birthday, Joe Lycett.
The Smart 7. It's news, but
not the news.
Oh my God.
That was the sound of the Sky News team seeing the first election exit poll. It showed Labour with a projected 410-seat victory against a possible 131 for Rishi Sunak. As the night played out, it became clear that Labour had won an historic majority, with Labour's Bridget Phillipson the first MP to win a seat. Then just after 5 a.m, Labour became the new ruling party of the United Kingdom. Labour leader and soon-to-be Prime Minister Keir Starmer spoke from a Labour reception in the Tate Modern.
We did it! You campaigned for it, you fought for it, you voted for it, and now it has arrived. Change begins now.
The now former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak managed to hold on to his seat in Richmond and North Allerton, but he admitted that the Tories have lost the election and that he'd called Sir Keir Starmer to concede.
The British people have delivered a sobering verdict tonight. There is much to learn and reflect on, and I take responsibility for the loss. To the many good, hard-working Conservative candidates who lost tonight, I am sorry.
Counting continues across the morning, but some big-name Tories, including Rishi Sunak, Jeremy Hunt and Kemi Badenoch, retained their seats. However, at least 8 Tory cabinet ministers lost their seats, including Grant Shapps, Penny Mordaunt and former Business Secretary Jacob Rees-Mogg. He was sounding disheartened on LBC, saying that the Tory party had abandoned its core voters.
We're going down like ninepins, and that is the conclusion of this evening, and I'm very sorry to see Penny has lost her seat.
After 8 attempts, Nigel Farage finally won a seat as an MP in Clacton, but despite the exit polling suggesting Reform might win as many as 13 seats, it looks like they will in fact win 4. But Nigel was promising an aggressive opposition style.
It's not just disappointment with the Conservative Party. There is a massive gap on the centre-right of British politics, and my job is to fill it. We're coming for Labour, be in no doubt about that.
Lib Dem leader Sir Ed Davey had a good night, with his party benefiting from tactical voting, and they are on track to win as many as 66 seats.
Now, I don't know if you could tell, but I've rather enjoyed this campaign. But what I've loved most hasn't been the paddleboarding or the bungee jumping. It's been speaking to people here in Kingston and Surbiton and across the United Kingdom about the challenges they face and their hopes for the future.
Russia has continued to hammer Ukraine with missile attacks this week, while Ukrainian forces have had to withdraw from part of the strategic location of Chasiv Yar. It's expected the US will shortly announce a new aid package worth as much as $2 billion, but the flow of aid to the battlefield has been slow. With Hungary currently the president of the EU, leader Viktor Orban has been engaged in diplomacy, with a visit to Kyiv this week and now a return visit to Moscow on Friday. He's pushing for a ceasefire, and with Donald Trump leading in the polls, there's considerable pressure on Ukraine because it's not clear how US policy would shift if he won the election. Ukrainian President Zelensky was calling for clarity from Trump on Thursday.
If Trump knows how to end this war, he should tell us today, because if there are risks to Ukraine's independence, we want to be prepared for this.
After several weeks of stalemate, it looks like we might be on the brink of a breakthrough in the ongoing war in Gaza. Hamas came back with a revised ceasefire offer a few days ago, which has been reviewed by both the US and by Israel, with a special cabinet meeting held on Thursday evening. Joe Biden and Benjamin Netanyahu also spoke by phone, and while there is still work to do, it appears as though peace talks may restart in Doha. But even as a ceasefire looks possible in Gaza, things are getting worse on the Lebanese border after an Israeli strike this week on a senior Hezbollah figure. Advisor to the Israeli opposition leader Yair Zivan says the situation is very serious.
It's already a hot war and it's already a risk of escalation. The big question is, can we find a diplomatic solution? The alternative to that, a wider or greater escalation in Lebanon, would be disastrous for both countries.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, George Russell is ready for the British Grand Prix and Serena Williams gets spicy. Right after this.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Welcome back.
There was plenty more tennis drama on Thursday at Wimbledon as Novak Djokovic survived a scare to win a 4-set game against Jacob Fernley. The double battle of Britain saw Harriet Dart beat UK number 1 Katie Boulter, while Cameron Norrie beat Jack Draper, and Andy Murray suffered heartbreak as he and brother lost in the first round of the men's doubles. This weekend sees England take on Switzerland in their Euro quarter-final, and it's also the British Grand Prix weekend. George Russell is still on a bit of a high after he managed to grab his second ever win at last weekend's Austrian Grand Prix, and he's quietly hopeful things might fall his way again in a Mercedes that seems to be improving as the season goes on.
It's so great we're now in an opportunity to be fighting the front, fighting for podiums, and ready to capitalise when things happen. It's going to be a good fight again this weekend. I think Lando and Max are probably going to be the two guys out in front. I expect those guys to be the favourites, but I don't think we'll be far behind.
We're almost halfway through Wimbledon, so there's no better time for one of the all-time greats of tennis to make an appearance on the world's most viral show. Yep, Serena Williams has just made an appearance on Hot Ones. She's won 23 Grand Slam titles and 7 Wimbledon titles, and now she's facing the fire of Pepper X. The episode is available now on YouTube.
So I grunt because growing up, I liked this tennis player named Monica Seles. She had this really cool grunt. I was like, Then my grunt just became like a,
So there's an ongoing debate about the value of the post-game press conference.
The things you want to say that automatically pop up in your mind. Like, why did you lose today, Serena? Well, because I sucked.
We've all gotten used to our smart speakers lurking in the kitchen ready to pop on a timer or stream the Smart 7. But what if Alexa turned bad? No, like really bad. That's the question they're asking in the new horror movie Afraid from the producers of Megan and the Black Phone. John Cho and Catherine Waterston star in this movie, which sees an AI-powered personal assistant get really creepy. It hits cinemas on August 30th.
Do you want to meet my friends? Yes. You must promise never to tell.
There is something very wrong with Aya. Get out of the house, now.
Would you like to see what I look like? Yes.
You've been listening to the Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
Hey, it's Danny Pellegrino from Everything Iconic. Ready to upgrade your style game without blowing your budget? Check out Quince. They've got all the good stuff, shirts and polos, activewear, and fine leather goods, all at 50 to 80% less than other high-end brands. And the best part? They're all about safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing. Get that luxury vibe without the luxury price tag. Hit up quince.com/upgrade for free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's quince.com/upgrade.